This is an exclusive excerpt from the Stuph File Program with Peter Anthony Holder.
Hugh O'Brian is an acting legend and one of the few remaining classic Western stars. He's probably best remembered as the star of the TV series The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp. Hugh has written his memoir entitled Hugh O'Brian, or What's Left of Him. He joins us on the line right now from California. Hi, Hugh.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for being on the program with us. The title of your book is Hugh O'Brian, or What's Left of Him. What do you mean by what's left of him?
Well, when you get to be 89, like I am, certain things are not happening anymore. One of those for me is my old Marine Corps knees, and therefore I'm using a walker. But that's kind of fun because using the walker always gets me somehow into first class, whatever it is. You have an absolutely great location where you're calling from. I have a great love and a great respect for Canada.
Yes, I understand you have 3 of your Hugh O'Brian Youth Organization locations up here in Canada.
3 locations up there. There's Ottawa, Edmonton, and Western Canada. That's Hugh O'Brian Youth Leadership, or HOBY, which is the short version, HOBY.org. And by the way, there's a tremendous opportunity for anyone that is interested in helping ensure your future in your great country by becoming involved with the HOBY program, which is up there. The high schools make it available to 10th graders, 15, 16 years of age, and they select 1 or 2 to go to the HOBY program.
Yes, it's a great program, and again, people can find out more information by going to HOBY.org. That's HOBY.org. Now, you've had quite an amazing life, sir.
One way or the other, it's been a great life. One of the great things about it is I have a great wife, and I spent a lot of time looking around before I met her. She's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Not just my wife, she's my life. And she just happens to be the greatest cook in the world. So come out and have dinner with us sometime.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about your book. You wrote this book. What made you decide to write it now?
Well, the cemetery offered me a discount if I would write the book. So anyway, whatever reason, I've had a lot of stories, a lot of wonderful things happen in my life, and a bunch of people, including my dear lovely lady wife, encouraged me to stop reading the Wall Street Journal or whatever and write it down in the form of a book, and that's what I did.
You have very fond memories of working with John Wayne, don't you?
I care very much about John Wayne. In 1943, when I enlisted in the Marine Corps and went through boot camp here in this part of the world, San Diego, he came down and visited us. He was making a film, and he loved the Marine Corps. So I made good friends with him way before I got into showbiz. And by the way, he was helpful in helping me find a good agent. He was quite a man, a wonderful, wonderful human being.
You were the last person, if I'm not mistaken, you were the last person to be killed by John Wayne.
I was the last person. When I did the role, I insisted on authenticity. And he liked that very much. And he made it very clear to the crew that if I had any questions or whatever about authenticity on that show, that he would back me 100%. And there's a stunt in the film. He jumps over the bar when we start the gunfight. A man running out of the saloon. I shot him in the back, like the character that Wayne playing. Did not agree with that. He hated it, hated me for doing it. And as I shot the guy, he jumped over the bar. And the idea of it was that I would get down on my knees when I got to the bar. And I would crawl around the bar at the end and peek around the bar, see where he was, so I could shoot him and kill him. And as I came around the bar end, looked, I get this bullet right in the middle of my forehead, between the 2 eyes. thought they wanted to do by actually being shot. And because they thought the 40 squid, which often they use, it would show up in the close-up. But I said, let me try it. And they said, you'll trust the guy with the rifle, the stuntman, playing John Wayne? I said, yeah, that's what I'm being paid for. I will try it. They said, we'll have a practice. I said, no, I'm only going to do it once. But when I come around the bar, the guy lets me have it between my eyes and on my forehead. He shoots me. And they had the pellet gun that shoots a blood capsule. And as I came around the end of the bar, and within an eighth of an inch of where I was supposed to be, knowing that the guy was going to shoot me, and the worst thing in the world could happen if I came around the end and I had my eyes shut. I said, no, let's try it. And I came around the end of the bar. The guy pulled the trigger. And if you see the film, you'll see that load, that quid goes right between my eyes, just about an inch above them on the middle of my forehead. Everybody thought I was crazy for doing it. But it sure made a difference when you see the film, to see the actual guy being killed that way. Doing my own stunts has been something I became known for. Made a lot of difference in terms of people hiring me because they knew I was willing to try anything.
And people can read your stories and hear what you have experienced by reading your book, Hugh O'Brian, or What's Left of Him. I'm glad there is still a lot left of you that we could talk about it and share some of your experiences. Hugh, I thank you very, very much for taking the time to be on the program with us.
Well, thank you very much. And by the way, if anybody would like to contact me or would like possibly to get the book or whatever, they can reach me on Facebook. Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Well, my leadership program, HOBY.
Yes.
Please, I would appreciate anybody listening. Take the time to take a look at it. HOBY.org is how they can find it. Leadership development for 10th graders. I have 98%, 98.6% of every high school in the United States, 10 other countries, including Iraq and Canada, that do take place, do select their 10th grade potential leader, send them to the HOBY Canada seminar. And they can find that on HOBY, HOBY, Canada.org. And my best to all the beautiful people in your great country.
Thank you very much, sir.
Glad we're neighbors. Bye-bye.
Legendary actor Hugh O'Brian. His book is called Hugh O'Brian, or What's Left of Him. You can go to my website at thestufffile.com, go to the What's On page for this show, which is show number 0287, and you'll find links to Hugh's site, plus links to either Amazon.com or Amazon.ca, where you can order his book directly. You'll also find links to his youth organization at HOBY.org, that's HOBY.org, and in Canada at HOBYCanada.org.
You've just heard an exclusive excerpt from the Stuph File Program with Peter Anthony Holder. To hear any or all of the full hour-long shows, visit thestufffile.com. Stuph is spelled S-T-U-P-H. That's thestufffile.com. A presentation of Flying Fish Communications.